Hello everyone, I'm Subhojit Panda from Odishatv.in bringing you today's news from Odisha. First headlines. Hundreds of members of Nirman Krusak Sangathan detained by police. Prohibitory orders under section 144 of CRPC clamped at the High-Tech Square in Bhubaneswar. Odisha Assembly witnesses pandemonium as member of opposition's created ruckus protesting the detention of farmers ahead of the rally in Bhubaneswar. Normal life in Sundargarh disrupted as Congress observes a dawn-to-dusk bandh in the district, protesting against removal of black stole of women at Chief Minister's rally. Odisha government has procured paddy to the tune of 3.58 lakh metric ton from 53,000 farmers of the state, says Food Supplies and Consumer Welfare Minister Sanjay Das Verma. And Higher Education Department asks Board of Secondary Education to furnish details and documents regarding the date of birth of Director of Higher Education. Now the details. Ahead of a mega farmers convention to be held in Bhubaneswar on Wednesday, hundreds of members of Nirman Krusak Sangathana have been detained by police at various places of the state today, and prohibitory orders under section 144 of CRPC was clamped at the High-Tech Square, which is the venue of the rally. The police allegedly attempted to foil the rally and prevented the farmers entering Bhubaneswar. Cops also frisked the vehicles at various places including Hanspal Square in Bhubaneswar on NH16. Over 4,000 farmers were detained in Bhubaneswar while they were on their way to attend the rally. Apprehending any eventuality, 50 platoons of force have been deployed in and around the capital city. Prohibitory order has been clamped on the procession on National Highway passing through the town. The Odisha Assembly on Wednesday witnessed adjournment due to pandemonium over farmers' detention at various places ahead of the rally in Bhubaneswar. Uproarious scenes were witnessed in the House after Leader of Opposition Narsingh Mishra raised the matter soon after it assembled for the day. However, Mishra's demand to discuss the issue was rejected by Deputy Speaker Sananda Marandi, following which Congress Chief Whip Taraprasad Bahinipati and his party legislators stormed into the well and shouted slogans against the government. Unable to run the House, the Deputy Speaker adjourned it till 3 p.m. Later, the Congress MLAs moved to Raj Bhavan and took issues of farmers to Governor S.C. Jamir. The lawmakers approached the governor for his intervention in this matter. They demanded immediate release of farmers from police custody. Leader of Opposition Narsingh Mishra said, "Detention of farmers is undemocratic. This is a clear violation of farmers' right." He added, the Congress party also demanded immediate release of the peasants. Notably, police detained over 4,000 farmers who were on the way to a rally under the banner of Nirman Krusak Sangathana. Hundreds of members of the outfit were also held up at various railway stations including Dhenkanal, Cuttack, Bhubaneswar and Raghunathpur in Jagatsinghpur, Keonjhar and Jajpur. The farmers' organization had called for a convention to discuss the demand for price, pension and prestige, which was long-standing demand of the outfit.
Railway station रे बस स्टैंड रे जेपरि भाव में चाषी मान को आज अटक रखा जाइछि एवं जो चाषी नेता मान को जेल रे भर्ती करा जाइछि तांको बिना शर्त रे राज्य सरकार छाड़ंतु ताक सेहिते पई सेहिति मध्ये हमर दाबी हेछि लाठी चार्ज करचंती मारिचंती दुई जनकर मुंड फाटी गलानी ए परिस्थिति रे राज्य सरकार संपूर्ण आईन श्रृंखला विपर्जय घटिछि सेहिति पई माननीय राज्यपाल को आमे अनुरोध कलु एवं महामाय राज्यपाल सी आमको प्रतिश्रुतिबद्ध कले प्रतिश्रुति देले जे तुरंत तापर आम एनक्वारी करूँ तदंत करूँ राज्य सरकार को कैफत तलाब करूँ।
प्रत्येक संगठन गणतांत्रिक प्रतिवाद कर प्रतिवाद करुले से विधानसभा से अपोजिशन लीडर उठेले से कथा उपबाचस्पति बंद कले से मो पाखक असुविधा शुणापी मत किसी खबर दे ना मत नवनिर्माण कृषक महासंघ कौन दाबी पत्र देना वर्तमान सुधा।
Shops, business establishments and educational institutions remained closed and vehicular communication came to a grinding halt as the Sundargarh District Congress and Rourkela Organizational District of the party began a dawn-to-dusk bandh in the district, protesting against the police forcing women to remove black stole at Chief Minister's rally recently. The Congress leader blocked the NH near Panpo Square in Rourkela, following which hundreds of vehicles remained stationary on both sides of the road. Similarly, the activists of the party picketed at various places and forced the shops, other establishments, private offices and school and colleges to shut. The party alleged that investigation into the incident has not yet started, even as the Chief Minister has already ordered for the same. Moreover, party leaders also questioned the transparency of the probe as the police, who is responsible for the incident, has been asked for inquiry. An impartial committee should be formed to investigate the matter, Rourkela Congress President demanded. Condemning the incident, which had taken place at Mangaspur in Tangarpalli block where the Chief Minister had gone to attend Vikas Samaves, Sundargarh DCC President Dushmant Naik said the Chief Minister should tender unconditional apology to the women whose modesty was outraged in public by policemen who had forcibly took out stoles from the body. The Odisha government has procured paddy to the tune of 3.58 lakh metric ton from 53,000 farmers of the state, said Food Supplies and Consumer Welfare Minister Sanjay Das Verma on Tuesday. After holding a review meeting with the Food Supplies and Cooperative Department officials, Das Verma informed that paddy procurement is underway in 9 districts through 255 primary agriculture cooperative societies. The total value of the procured paddy is pegged at Rs 525 crores. The minister also said demonetization has affected paddy procurement in the state and the farmers are facing difficulties in withdrawing money. On the other hand, the Congress has criticized the double standards of the state government towards the farmers. Briefing media persons in Koraput, PCC President Prashad Harichandan said, contrary to its commitment, the state government is not providing the minimum support price or MSP on paddy to the farmers.
3,58,000 metric ton धान संग्रह होइछि एवं एथिरे हमर चासी मानकु वर्तमान पर्यंत आमे 409 कोटी टंका ऑनलाइन रे पेमेंट करछु टंका उठाण रे चासी माने असुविधा रे पडछंती ड्यू टू डिमोनेटाइजेशन.
Less than 6 months after Central Bureau of Investigation initiated a probe to ascertain the age of 36 Odisha sportsmen, the Higher Education Department has asked the Board of Secondary Education Cuttack to furnish details and documents regarding the date of birth of Nihar Ranjan Patnaik, Director Higher Education. The department has come to know that Patnaik passed his high school certificate examination at the age of 14, when as per the rules, the minimum age limit for the regular candidates to appear at the HSC test shall not be less than 15 years. In a recent letter to BSc Secretary, the department has asked to clarify whether age condonation was allowed in favour of Patnaik, whose date of birth as per service book is 7/2/1957. I am to request you to clarify whether age condonation was allowed in favour of Patnaik, and if so, a copy of such certificate may be submitted to this department for necessary follow-up action at this end. The letter read. However, educationists opine that if the board fails to submit documents in this regard, the department may seek legal procedure to take action against the official. Official sources said the department has issued a show cause notice to Patnaik in this regard.
को परिस्थिति रे बोर्ड तांको कम बयस हेवा सत्वे आ कंडोनेशन लेटर न देवा सत्वे परीक्षा रे बसिया पय अलाउ कर जिसरा भी देखा हेवा कथा आ विहित पदक्षेप न निया गले आ अनुसंधान हेले जाय ही विहित पदक्षेप निया जाय परिबो.
बोर्ड रो रेकॉर्ड जहा अछि ताको देखि कि से माने जदि किछि रेकॉर्ड नाही ताले रेकॉर्ड नाही बोली कहबे से रेकॉर्ड न मिलले कोन करा जिवो सेटा आईन विभाग सरकारनकर आईन विभाग को विभागर मतामत नहीं कि सरकार जहाँ करवा उचित.
Arrested Godwin Sarathi Baba alias Santosh Raul has moved the Supreme Court seeking bail. According to Sarathi's lawyer Sushant Kanungo, the Godwin has sought bail in connection with harassment cases lodged against him. A total of 3 cases were registered against Sarathi Baba. The 3rd case was filed by the crime branch of Odisha Police. While the Odisha government has been identifying beneficiaries for various centrally sponsored schemes based on socio-economic and caste census 2011, the data presented by Union Rural Development Minister in Parliament on number of people below poverty line in the state has stoked confusion over which one of aforementioned lists shall be taken into consideration for selecting beneficiaries. According to data provided by Union Rural Development Minister Ram Kripal Yadav in his written reply in Lok Sabha, there are 1.26 crore people below the poverty line. However, the Odisha government has been using 7 parameters outlined in the SECC 2011 to identify beneficiaries for various welfare schemes.
बीपीएल डिपेंड करिवो आपण केते डेप्रिवेशन हेले गोटे लोक को बीपीएल रखिबे गोटे कंपोजिट बीपीएल तालिका हेछि एभडिया सूचना हम पाखरे नहीं किंतु हमको आदेश दिया हेछि भारत सरकार को तरफ रु कि जो स्कीम टा तुम इम्प्लीमेंट करिवो सेही स्कीम रा डेप्रिवेशन देखि के तुम काम करिवो।
गरीब संख्या दिन दिन बढ़ी बढ़ी जाउछि किंतु राज्य सरकार देले भाषण दउछन हम गरीब संख्या कमी गला एड केंद्र पाखे दाबी करछन हम गरीब देश राज्य हमको सहायता करो। ये विचित्र शासन राज्य सरकार पाखे कौन सी तथ्य नहीं ये तो प्रमाणित हो सारी वर्तमान।
3 days after the death of 4 passengers in a tragic boat mishap in Chilika Lake, the Odisha Human Rights Commission OHRC on Tuesday directed the Commerce and Transport Department, Chilika Development Authority CDA, Revenue Divisional Commissioner RDC Southern Divisional IG Southern Range and Ganjam Collector to submit a detailed report on the tragic incident within 3 weeks. In the meanwhile, talking to media persons after his visit to Barakul today, Khordha Collector Niranjan Sahu said he and Khordha SP had come to the lakeside area for an inspection to see whether the passenger presently ferrying in Chilika Lake are abided by the Odisha boat rules. To a question on whether the Khordha district administration has asked the Puri and Ganjam district administrations to take similar action against the boat owners who are illegally ferrying in the lake without any registration and license, Sahu said he hopes that the 2 district administrations must have taken similar action. In another case, the Court of Judicial Magistrate First Class Khalikot granted bail to boatman Bidesi Malik, while the Rambha police produced a minor boy who was with Malik in the ill-fated boat before the Juvenile Justice Board in Barampur. Notably, 29 members, 18 male, 8 female and 3 children of a family and the relatives and friends of Sobolia village were on the way to Ghantasila inside the lake for a picnic on Saturday when the boatman lost control of the overloaded boat which capsized. While 4 persons including 2 children died in the mishap, the remaining passengers were rescued by the local fishermen and the fire brigade team.
केवल रजिस्टर्ड बोट ही केवल चलिए एवं डंगारे एडिक्वेट नंबर ऑफ माने लाइफ बॉय एंड लाइफ जैकेट थिबो इंश्योरेंस मध्ये हेथिबो एवं जो माने अछंती एसोसिएशन से माने दायित्व नैचंती दिने 2 दिन भितर से बहु संख्यक डंगा रजिस्ट्रेशन हे जायछि आ जो अल्प किछि बाकी अछि से माने 2-3 दिन भितर ताको कंप्लीट करिए बोली कि हम प्रतिश्रुति दैचंती।
Before wrapping up the news headlines once again, hundreds of members of Nabanirman Krusak Sangathan detained by police. Prohibitory orders under section 144 of CRPC clamped at the High-Tech Square in Bhubaneswar. Odisha Assembly witnesses pandemonium as member of opposition's created ruckus protesting the detention of farmers ahead of the rally in Bhubaneswar. Normal life in Sundargarh disrupted as Congress observes a dawn to dusk band in the district protesting against removal of black stole of women at Chief Minister's rally. Odisha government has procured paddy to the tune of 3.58 lakh metric ton from 53,000 farmers of the state, says Food Supplies and Consumer Welfare Minister Sanjay Das Verma. And Higher Education Department asks Board of Secondary Education to furnish details and documents regarding the date of birth of Director of Higher Education. That's all for today. Thanks for watching.